All right, in this section, the Insider Code Metatrader 4 tutorial, we're going to talk about modifying orders, where to find your orders, how to close open positions, and things like that. This is one in a series, and so if you haven't had a chance to look at the whole series, I would encourage you to do that because we go into each section in some detail, so that way we can make these videos as short as possible. And so as I'm bringing this up, also I would encourage you to head over to the Insider Code, become a member. We're going to give you some free software. We'll give you one of our very successful and powerful day trading scalping techniques with the software. But also, and I think most importantly, you can come into our one-on-one support sessions. We have them a couple of times a month. You talk to me directly. I'll help you out as much as I can with your Forex. The reason why I say as much as I can is I can't actually give you investing advice. But we'll talk about the Forex, we'll talk about the markets, literally anything you want. We also do some themed sessions, and so I do some lessons to boot. So head on over, join us. I look forward to helping you make more money here. All right, so first thing we're going to do is go up here to the View menu. And with the View menu, there's a bunch of just stuff over here. I'm not going to go into these in depth. There's a ton of stuff out there on the different windows. But we're going to go. We're going to go and look at the terminal. The terminal, you'll notice now at the bottom of my screen, I've got trade, account history, alerts, mailbox, experts, journal. Well, what I'm most concerned with here is trade. All right, and so you can see here I've got a buy order 8 on the euro, buy order 2 on the euro. Now at the top of your trade tab, these are your open positions. So if you want to know what you have out there in the market, look up here. You can see that these are in blue for buys, but most importantly, they're in the top. That means they're live. You can also look over here to see if you're making money or if you're losing money. At the bottom of the terminal screen here is where I have my open orders, and you can see that these are just waiting. They're sell limits. You can also see the red here indicating that they're sells. I can see the price that I'm looking to sell. I can see the stop loss, and I can see my target price. So how do we modify one of these orders? Well, the first thing that sticks out to me, and it's actually really bugging me, I did this in an earlier section, is I do not have a stop loss. The number one mistake that non-professional traders make is they don't put stops in the market. And actually, some professionals make the mistake as well. Always have a stop. In fact, I was just talking to a buddy of mine. It was another professional trader. He'd gone short the euro and he didn't put a stop in, and he was down like 400 pips. And he said, it's going down to 127. I said, well, he's going to be selling his car pretty soon if he's not careful. So what happens if you come in here and you see, man, I want a stop loss in there? How do we do it? Well, there's a modifier delete order, but there's also here trailing stop. There's also other stuff on here: profit, commissions, taxes, comments. Let's not get into all this stuff. Let's just go to modifier delete order. All right. Once you've clicked on it, you've got the different parts of the screen. You can see here where the market's currently trading. You can see also the entry price. Now this was a buy, and then you can see the market is above where we bought, and this is demo. So we bought in one of the earlier segments. You can see the market's moved up. Well, let's say now I want to place a stop loss order. Well, you can see here if I click on this, it moves up. Oh my gosh, that's going to take forever. So let's figure it out. Where do we want the stop loss order? Do we want the stop loss order below our entry? Do we want it below? Do we want to protect profits? The first thing that I emphasize in the Insider Code kit is trading is not some place to turn your brain off. Okay, we've got to think about this stuff. So if I want to protect profit, in other words, if I got in down here and now the market's up here, if I want to protect profit, then I need to come somewhere down here. Now, of course, my eyeball, being trained for the last 15 years as a professional, I see the first place that I'm thinking, well, you know what, if the market moves down and goes past this point here, I want to be out. So what does that mean? Well, it means I need to put my stop somewhere below this place right here. And it's inside of the kit and inside of the support sessions that I talk about all the reasons why. So I'll just place I'll read the price off of here. So I'll do 30, 1.30, 104. And you can see immediately my stop loss goes up there. And if I want to place it a little bit below those highs, I can. And so now I've got it at 3,100. Okay, that's my stop loss. Now what about take profit? Well, let me move this down just a little bit. You can see in the background, this is where the euro's trading. Again, think about why you got in the trade. Don't just pull a price from your butt. Don't make it up as you go along. Think about this stuff. Why are you going to place the order there? Well, I'm going to take profit, and I'll give you the reason why. I'm going to take profit just underneath this high. And I've got reason for it. I don't want to try and go above the high because, and I'll reveal a little bit about what we cover inside the members area. It's because everybody's going to be either buying or selling at that point. I don't know if they're going to buy or sell. I just want to get in when there's the most activity. And so I'm going to have to kind of guesstimate because Metatrader won't let me see the price back here very easily. Well, actually, I take that back. Let me move this way down so it's off the screen now. So I'll get the cursor. 30.30. Okay, and I know I did that really fast. And so I'm going to do my take profit. 1.30300. All right. And so what that's going to do is get me out just under these highs there in the background. Okay, so I've got these, blah, blah, blah. Now I'll just cover this really quickly. Again, every broker is probably going to be different. There's a copy as here. If I click this button, see what it did? It changed the price to reflect what was going on right here. Now the reason why is because they start out the stop loss at 0. And so it just gives you a really fast way to get your stop loss orders set in the right place. And so I've actually forgot where I had my stop order before. So I'll just go ahead and move it down. Whoops. Right about 70. And some of you might be saying, gosh, come on, man, it's just a fake order. Listen, we have a cliche that says practice makes perfect. It's not practice makes perfect. It's perfect practice. So why am I taking the time to figure out where I need to put my stop order? Because I want to practice it right, folks. That's why. So I know it may seem like it's a small thing, but very, very important. So I'm going to go down to a 1 minute chart here. Because I want to see. Okay, so there's my order. I think that's where, yeah, that's where I had it before, just below there. Okay, so 30.10, 1.3010. That's my stop loss. Take profit, I'll leave the same. Copy as, if I press that button, it would just copy the. Whoops, I'm sorry, that was off the screen. If I just press copy as, it would copy it in here. Now, depending on your broker, they may have a level or what might be called a deviation up there. What that'll tell my broker is, I want you to, this stop loss, remember, becomes a market order. So if I place 5 points in there, it'll tell my broker, go ahead, and you've got a leeway of 5 points. So if you can't get me out in 5 points, then don't get me out. I do not suggest that ever for any exit whatsoever, whether you're taking a profit or you're taking a stop. If you want out, just get out. Okay, there we go. Boom, modify. Now it's modified again. Print the order out. Tree huggers, if you forgive the phrase, might get, you're wasting paper. I prefer to have the order confirmed and correct. Modify order again. Now I can copy right from here. So my stop loss, I'll go ahead and copy it just so you can see it moved it up. My stop loss here, 1.3010. And I've got it at 0. 1.3010. My take profit, 30.30. So I'll just copy that in. 30.30.0. Boom. Now they're both changed. So you can see now I've modified the order, got my stops in place, I've got my targets in place. Now lastly, what you can do as well, if let's say we just wanted to get out, close order, bang, sell by markets, buy by markets on there. If you want to get out, you want to get out now, here it is, bang. Orders accepted, gives you the print. You can see, boom, goes off of the active order. If you want to close the other order, boom, and you're out. And you can see all we have left are pending orders.